In October 2025, the Tekken community was blown away by a 16-year-old player from France named Nea. Nea on the right here went up against world-class players and put on an amazing performance multiple times during this tournament. If you want to see how she did at EVO France, you can check out my video. I'll link below. That's actually the video I have running here where she's fighting Tibetano. This is 16-year-old destroys EVO France. So I'll link that below. This video isn't about those sets. This video is the follow-up. How is Nea doing lately? Was it a fluke back then? Is she still as strong of a player as we've seen before? Let's find out. Tournaments I want to cover, well, the tournament I want to cover is Galaxian Explosion, a French bi-monthly. It's part of the EMEA Tekken Cup circuit, the Europe, Middle East, and Africa tournament. It basically is like a post-TWT mini league, right? So a bunch of tournaments will apply for dojo status. Players will earn points, and then there will be a finals that kind of looks like the TWT, but is restricted to this region. It's a really cool format, and I kind of wish America did the same thing. It would be really sick, but I guess the ability for this region to easily travel between countries probably helps a lot with this kind of format. Anyways, about the Tekken. Two sets I want to show you. Doug from Paris, DFP, Tekken 7 Steve player. At least that's as far as I've known. He may have played before, but Liquidpedia didn't go that far back. So let me know if DFP is like this long-term expert that I am just less aware of. DFP, both French players, and then Jod. Jod, for those who don't know, was the premier Nina for the longest time until Arslan Ash started re-exploring her towards the end of Tekken 7 and going strongly into her in the start of Tekken 8. Before then, Jod was pretty much spearheading Nina across the world. So, two really exciting matches, and this one's particularly exciting for me because I am a Steve and a Lili player. So the notes below are just kind of some of my matchup notes here. I'll talk about the set, and if there's some downtime, I'll talk about these matchups. But the bottom line is, both of these characters are really annoying to fight because Steve's fast counter hits stop you from playing a lot of the Tekken you'd like to play with more of your buttons, and Lili's sidesteps and evasion do the same thing. So both of these characters are kind of really tedious to fight against on both sides. Steve using up back 2 to try to track any sidesteps, and he finds while standing 2-2 in a Lionheart. 5 Fox Fury. QCF1 heat dash already, only 13 seconds into the match. Nea not really getting much started yet. She prefers this like slower poking style, a lot of 1-2, down 1-2. Back turn doesn't rip the second extension. Bit more safer play. She doesn't lean into high risk Lili, at least not as much as I've seen yet. Big slide there though, and DFP blocks it. He played that whole set pretty quickly, going in really fast, and then slowed down right at the end when Nea would need to make a comeback. Guard break. 2-2 is guaranteed after. They both slow down, weave again, and then up back 2 in case Nea tried to sidestep. This time he misses the follow-up on the guard break. Opportunity for Nea, though, but DFP has slowed down. Sidestepping, no whiff punish. DF1. Small buttons. Full crouch down forward 1 from Lili would go under potential highs. Nice reaction, but that's the wrong punish. Oh, it's a bit of spaghetti. Punch parry. So Steve, for those who don't know, in Outfox has a high and mid parry. Nea would have had to hop kick or do DF4, which is a knee, or go low. But just jabbing there is going to get hit. Late punish again. Okay. Trade with the hop kick. A little bit of a whiff there, but DFP gets a small punish. Back 2-1, delay strings, and he outfoxes away from the back turn stance. Nice little bit of tech there in that frame situation. Steve can get away from a lot of Lili's options. In back turn, running low, incorrect punish, and DFP is ready. Very nice. This running low from Steve is only -12, right? So DFP pushes her away, does the running low, -12 she needed to do while standing 4, and this second hit is a high. So as soon as DFP sees the first one, you're ready to duck and punish. Very, very clean game. Wow, that was quick. A quick 3-0. And the infinite stage, I was considering as a problem for Steve. I think that Steve really benefits from walls and kind of stacking a lot of momentum once he gets that first counter hit and wall carries. But in this case, wow, they rolled another infinite stage with the Coliseum. In this case, DFP was able to play high tempo up close, and they are unable to slow the game down. And then DFP slowing down when Nea needed to force a comeback or find some high reward. Down back 3 from Nea is nice to get under potential highs, but DFP wasn't doing anything, and then a delayed back 1. Nice conversion here. Doesn't go into heat. I like that. Within 12 seconds, she gets the right punish this time. Within 12 seconds, you probably can't end the round off one combo going into heat, especially as Steve. It's better to save the resource. Weave 1-2 into Swindler. Nea doesn't bite. She's finding her poke damage, running 1+2. Back one again, catching Nea doing sidestep button. Sidestep attack. Bit of a delay there. Easy for Steve to catch that. Running low again. DFP running back the situation. He still hasn't gone into heat. Now he's going to use it to try to close out. Nice. Full crouch down forward 1 mash from Nea. High percentage choice against Steve there. Running 1+2. Hold on. The lead has vanished. Sonic Fang heat dash. Steve gets a stomp there. Guard break. He sends it and Nea ducks it. Beautiful call out there because it was life or death. You had to guess for your life there. That's crazy. DFP put his life on the line twice, but he does have a nice lead here, so it's okay, I think, to see. Like, check. Is Nea going to duck? Is she just going to chill? Oh, but gets caught by the duck 2. Cool combo, too. I need to steal that. Okay, Okazemi. Heat, clinch, breaks the 2. Sonic Fang is blocked. Nea, nice defense in this high-pressure situation. Gets the right punish on Wildman. Down 3. Down back 3 again, but DFP was not biting. DFP has these high tempo moments and then he will slow down and play to Steve's strength of counter hitting. Bit of a trade there. Nea can't convert. That's unfortunate. Back 1 whiff punish. Flicker 2. I love how quickly he recognizes those situations where you can play something crazy. Down 2-1. He did back 1 straight into Flicker. You rarely see that. But because it was a scramble situation, it ended up being a nice little pocket sand moment. Nice like adaptation on the fly. While standing 2-2, hop kick is nice. That's not technically a punish unless Steve does like a back weave or tries to take another action after going into stance. Nice recognition from Nea. Forward, forward, forward. A reaction from DFP. He's mixing up more strings now. Down 1 by itself into full crouch down forward 1. Insisting on the high evasion is good. We know DFP wants to go for a back 1. Beautiful low parry. Sidewall is awkward. That was a great choice. I'll talk about that in a split second. But weave, homing. Uh-oh, wall splat. Combo video? No, spike ender. She's just stand blocking. She's chilling. Flash duck for flicker. Oh, the weave gets around the down 1-2. Matterhorn. You love to see that. Very, very nice choice. Holding the high reward, high risk button until the absolute last moment when DFP was building momentum again. There were lots of moments where DFP is trying to bait that reaction, trying to get her to crack, and she really held it together until then. We got to go back and watch that round again. Hop kick is blocked. Okay, this time no outfox, but Nea also didn't go for the back turn mix-up. Down 1, down 1-2. More back turn stuff. Oh, she's dancing around in stance and catches DFP mashing against the QCF1. Understand... Oh, unfortunate drop on the combo. She understands that DFP is giving her more space and more time to work with, so she plays around in stance more to make her timings less obvious. Really good stuff. Now she's chilling out a little bit. Counter hit, second hit. That's a confirm. I did not know that that was a counter hit confirm. That's really good. I'm going to steal that. Heat dash. Okay, she's going aggressive. Steve wants you to be aggressive. While standing 1, sidestep goes around. Nice down 3, Nea. Tying up the set count. What an adaptation. Look at this round. This round was very impressive. I really enjoyed how she played this round. So this combo is going to the sidewall, right? And rather than force something, she goes into stance, sees it's unstable, and kind of chills out. DFP gets this into what? Peekaboo 2, homing, Lionheart 1. She ducked. She ducked. I don't know if I agree with ducking there with the wall right there, but you know, it's EU. They do a lot more guessing. Now, this is impressive too. Look at these plus frames. Plus frames again. Back 1-2, stance mix up. She's chilling. She gets weaved and then Matterhorn. And this is a note I actually have in the matchup. Matterhorn is a great choice against Steve's who kind of play default Lionheart. So what do I mean by that? Steve goes into Lionheart here. Usually he has the homing mid, which Nea just got wall splatted by, and the guard break high. Matterhorn beats both of those. So to win here, Steve would have to go for the unsafe mid, right? The unsafe mid with Lionheart 2. And at -13, you don't want to give Lili that knockdown punish into more pressure. So, very impressive choice by Nea to hold it there once she's seen enough Lionheart mixes. And then what was impressive here to me is that we know DFP will chill out once he kind of gets the lead because he wants you to attack into him. So what does Nea do? She starts mixing up her stance pressure. Feisty Rabbit into cancels and then delays the string after 2 stance cancels. Feisty Rabbit, what was it? It was Feisty Rabbit, a back turn, Feisty Rabbit, QCF, delay 1-2. delay 1, delay 2. Multiple layers of offensive timing changeups that are pretty sick to watch. So with that changeup in our offensive timing, we go to game 3. Celebration on Descent. French tournament, French stage. And Lili is not French. She's Monegasque. Okay, a key little detail though. Monaco is the attached country, distinct but attached country to France, where the extremely wealthy live. So, you know, on brand. Peekaboo strings, no punish this time. S'il vous plaît. Oh my goodness, the delayed back one caught the down back three. I've never seen that interaction. Naya went to evade that button specifically, but DFP delayed his timing enough that she got counter hit anyways. Heat smash. Matterhorn again? No, just a calm duck and launch. Doesn't tip her hand, just knows DFP may be the one who's going to greed for damage in that situation. Nice play. Uh-oh, no guard break. No throw break, I should say. And DFP with a crazy Twitter combo. 88 off of the throw. Oh my goodness. 1-1. Naya, huge hill to climb here. And DFP just chilling. He knows you have to attack into this life lead. Cancels the stance and DFP challenges the perfect time. That was good stuff. Look at this. You have to break this position change throw 1+2. There's no mix-up. But the throw break window is tighter. It's tighter. It's always 1+2, nothing else. But wow, what a horrible, horrible situation. And DFP's optimization has always been disgusting. And you can see it on display here. And look at this defensive moment too. This is important to point out. Lili cancels into... Well, she finishes the string this time. Next time, QCF1 into back turn. Right, so there's a bit of a mind game there. He challenges because he wants to shut down the back turn mix-up. In general, in Tekken, if you're going into stance and your button into stance is blocked, you don't get a mix-up. At least before Season 2 stuff, that was usually the pattern. And Lili kind of adheres to that with that QCF1 transition. Oh my goodness, jump over into stance changes. No break on the 1+2 again. DFP winning the scramble, but still in the corner. Double albatross into heat burst after the flicker string. 5 Fox Fury. Naya doesn't get wall splatted though, but it's ugly here. A stomp will do it. Sides up 1+2. DFP, does he force the pressure? He does. I was going to say, is he going to chill out now? Or is he going to try to close out? He had the wall to her back. It made sense to just put out some buttons. Down 2-1. DFP still high tempo. Whiff! No whiff punish! Oh, Peekaboo 2 catches Naya stepping. 5 Fox Fury. Naya's got a block for a while. Yep. Oh, divine step. Mind game after the while standing 2-2. But DFP, bit of a fumble here. 1-2, 1-2. Naya finishes the string. DFP was staying completely calm. And she moves on the last hit. DFP closing it out, catching Naya with a lot of overwhelming Steve pressure. And that's something that's really cool about the style DFP is choosing to play here. He has the clear, like, solid up moments where he decides to chill out, but he has these really cool sequences and a lot of, like, you can tell he's been in the lab hitting the punching bag, so to speak. You know, look at all these sequences here. What? Duck, DF1 duck, and then what's this? While standing 2-2, he showed this earlier, and then he'll duck forward to go under jabs. A lot of people will snake charm, like they'll lean back and then try to hit you for jabbing. DFP goes under forward, then it allows him to apply peekaboo pressure here. And that's what leads to this sequence. Naya makes a good choice here, blocking multiple 5 Fox Furies, and then divine stepping at a decent time. But then here's another sequence. While standing 2-2, weave left, getting around Lili's back one. And this is another problem in air quotes, with Lili versus Steve, is that because Lili can't use her tracking buttons as reliably, Steve actually gets to weave a lot, right? Steve gets to weave and step and get a lot of up close advantage and kind of make Lili hesitate. The reason, if it wasn't, I don't think I explained it. The reason why Lili can't easily go for tracking options is because her tracking buttons are slower. Forward 3 and down 3 take a bit more time, and they don't high evade, so Steve can easily back one it. And DFP has been showing that, so it really makes sense that you know, Naya is getting weaved and stepped around, because Lili players will often complain how linear she is, and Steve controls the tracking options. Anyways, really cool set. Naya did some really good stuff, especially in game 2, but DFP's combination of high intensity sequences and chill neutral when he has the lead, a bit too overwhelming. And Naya maybe can clean up a bit of her defensive stuff. Some of the throw breaking, some of the punishes were just a bit inaccurate, but it was happening on both sides too, so it could have been a setup thing for sure. Good performance regardless. But now let's watch Jod versus Nea. This is a match I was told to watch for sure. And I don't have notes on the Lili Nina matchup. So maybe I can get educated here. But we'll jump to this, get the gameplay full screen. It'll reload because I've had this tab open forever because I was supposed to review this video sooner. All right. Jod is going to be dashing in, DF1ing, kind of the Nina thing. Down back 2 homing. Nina is a character who prefers to dictate the pace, even against someone as evasive as Lili. Back 2-2 is going to be Nina's main homing tool. That's really quick. People are reacting to forward 4, Lili's stomp. But the punishment is not there. I think they may be going for... higher reward punishment if the back turn situation is being played. That's the only thing I can guess. But... it's not working out for these players. Standing 3 into back turn, no punish. It is a bit of a tough situation to work with. Now Nea's going in. Down back 3 is blocked. Nice. Nea does have pretty good reactions. We saw her blocking down 1+2 from Tibetano back in Evo France. Sidestep left. Good choice against Nina's pokes. Canceling stances, but Jod staying patient. Jod is another player who has a very, very highly patient style. He... does have a lot of the RPS style interactions of Europe, but Jod specifically kind of, in my mind, is still very adjacent to the Tekken 7 meta, where he's willing to chill out, let you show a lot of what you want to do, and then because his combos are so optimized, he can really blow you up. Nice punish there on the full string from Nea, representing the other option so she can still go into stance later. Down 1-2, interrupt with a down jab, orbital. Great choice, but Nea stood up just in time. It's a scramble DF3! Jod would have gotten around it, I think, but because he committed to the QCF2 Hurtbox expansion, it was not going to whiff. I'm not sure if he was far enough either, though, so... Nea up 2 rounds on Jod here. Oh, wow. Voila, after the Feisty Rabbit QCF. A lot of offensive options I can steal here. That's the coolest part of watching players from other regions. Like, I talk about the EU style, I joke about it, I make fun of it a bit, but every player has different tools, or uses their character's tools in different ways, and it can really be useful to steal these things. Hayashida step goes under the down back 3. Nea potentially calling out back 2-2-2 or maybe 1-2 jabs, but Jod was not doing that. Sidestep 1-2 to close out. That was a heatless round too. Sidestep 3. Oh, nice block again. These reactions are so tight. Lili forward 4 is reactable, and it's a key thing to be able to react to. And it's a key skill of the Lili player to take advantage of somebody who's looking to react to that. Where is their mental stack abusable if they're looking for forward 4 in neutral? Because it is a really, really good low. Down 1-2, back turn. Nice down 3, catching the sidestep. Finishes the string this time. Jod, again, completely chill. His health is dwindling, but he knows with one big launch, he can equalize everything, like right here. Sidestep 1, down back 2. Tornado. This combo might be a bit more normal than expected, or not even reach the wall. All that glazing I did. For what? Nice! Counter hit throw from back turn. Lili does not have a real throw mix up there, but it's a nice option against potential power crushes or sidestep attacks, like challenges. So it's a nice little pocket sand moment. What did Jod do here? He tried to attack. Yeah. He swung and got counter hit, and I think he was hitting back 2-2. Either way, actually, no, to be honest, even if he's doing back 2-2, it should be fine. Let me see what the attack this was here. She does the flip from back turn. Yeah, I can't tell what button he did. If you saw in the comments what button Nina was trying to do there, let me know if you have any speculation. But in any case, Nea takes the first game, which is really, really nice. This is again on the loser side. We just saw her lose to DFP. Jod gets a costume change in play. Down back 3 blocked again. I mentioned earlier that Nea has good reactions. I don't think down back 3 is being reacted to like that, but it's still impressive to find these low blocks. Look at this. 10 seconds, half HP, all permanent. Nice. Going for a higher risk, high reward option there. Or medium reward. Wow, this round is ugly. Jod is chilling out again, looking to find a big counter hit. So Nea just pokes. No punish on the down 4. Jod completely leaning into a more passive style in that round, and Nea capitalizing with slightly unpredictable offense. Sidestep hop kick. Hold on. Okay. Doesn't charge up the up 1+2. Actually don't know if you can charge it up in that situation. Back 1. Uh-oh. Feisty Rabbit low connects. Down 3. DF4 gets sidewalk, but Jod Not finding the whiff punish. Not getting a chance to turn up. Okay, a little a little overzealous. DF4-4, he may be passive, but he's not asleep. This may have been an unforced error. DF3 again, sidestep, nice. Interesting, Jod challenging for the -3 and Nea choosing to sidestep. Usually in NA, people are pretty passive around that. Nice sidestep right while standing 2, or sidestep 2 around the string extension, but Jod dropping a combo, uncharacteristic again. DF1, DF1-2, side roll tracked? Oh my goodness. Wow. You hear the French commentator? Listen to that. That caught me off guard too. I cannot believe what happened to that situation. But Jod, actually, I don't know if this is elimination point. I don't know which part of the tournament this is. We'll have to see. QCF1 counter hit. He's going for something there. It might be sauce, but I'm not aware of what it tastes like. So he may have to land it for me to understand. DF1. DF3. Wow, late punish again. Jod may be struggling to find his footing against Nea's style. Nea not giving a lot of obvious moments for him to find a counter hit or a whiff punish. And slowly applying pressure. But, you know, Jod has the health lead this round. So, wow, sidestep hop kick. I spoke. And the universe had other plans. Okay, charges up the up 1+2 this time. While standing 2 for Okazemi. Draw down forward 2. Nice catch. Simple combo to close out here. No funny business. Sidestep 3. Jod trying a down forward 2 again, but no luck. Back 2-1. Little low poke there. Lily's back turn stance is so cheap in this game. The new tools they gave her are actually really obnoxious. Even if they're not like round ending, they change a lot of how safely you can play against her. Nea dashing in and out, not forcing buttons, but gets clipped by the DF2. Nice placement from Jod. Is he going to try that other combo again? No, he goes for a spike with up forward 1. Trying to force the situation after. Down 3. Nea harassing with back 1, DF3, and DF1. 3 different mids, 3 different frame situations, and the sidestep's always a threat. No throw break again. Oh, okay. She doesn't go for the punish on the second hit there. Just respecting the third hit of the string. She has the lead. Nothing to force, so it makes sense. Counter hit back 1. 2 games straight. And that's it. She eliminates Jod 2-0. Wow. And look at this marvelous play at the end here. This was a really, really good round. This was a really good round. Right? Everything is going Jod's way. Back 1. Okay, plus low. She's changing up all the timings of her mid, so Jod can't find a moment to get through. He's going to have to take action. And Jod recognizes that, especially after this throw. So when Jod is now incentivized to act, what happens? Finishes the string, she's chilling. A bit more like small mid offense, nothing crazy. Then forward 3. Sidestep back 1 trades. She happened to put out just enough offense to get Jod to squirm. And this is a cool play. I need to steal this too. Forward 3 is not particularly advantageous. So Jod sidesteps, which would get around like, say, the QCF 3+4, for example. But then he decides to attack because, you know, he's been losing a lot of health. So after this sidestep right, he just wiped the floor and Nea is already swinging with the back 1. Counter hit, simple conversion. She didn't even use heat that round. That was 53 seconds, no heat, closeout, elimination of Jod. Something I really like about Nea's play is we saw it earlier in the Coliseum match too against DFP. Nea's use of her stances and unpredictable offense and changing the timing of when she wants to swing is so effective against people playing this more passive style. And I think it's a really, really cool adaptation to more passive play. Usually, I think most Lili players kind of get the idea that, oh, they're doing nothing. Let me run my mix-up right away. But Nea understands that it's not about just landing the 50-50, like the big low from back turn. Oh, that was an unfortunate miss. I forgot about that. It's not just about landing the big 50-50. It's about finding out when your opponent wants to respond. And that's what makes this moment so cool, right? Plus frames. Then when does she get into back turn? Back turn. Plus frames again. Then she just spins, cancels. And you see DFP is waiting, looking for the right moment. The block happens, and he's like, yeah, now it's my moment. It's not. Counter hit launch. Great stuff from Nea. Eliminating Jod is nice. And then she goes on to fight Polly and ends up getting eliminated from the tournament in a 2-2, not final round, but in a 2-2-3-0 at the very end. Paul Lee finding the right reads at the end. Yeah, sorry for the choppy video there. I need to capitalize on these videos sooner when I have the tabs open. But thank you for watching this long if you did. Nea's performance, quite exciting. Looking forward to seeing her continue to perform well in the EMEA Cup Tekken series. And hopefully she qualifies for the finals. It would be really cool to see her play a lot more. And I'll definitely be studying her Lili going into the new season. I think watching as many players as possible is pretty important to developing your characters. And right now, I think Chikarin and Nea are the main ones that are popping up in tournaments, at least on my radar. If there are other players I'm not aware of, please let me know. But that's all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be looking forward to how Nea does in the future. Catch you in the next one. Peace.